Hello and welcome to Brilliant Creatures.
I'm Gail.
I'm Stephen.
And what a show we've got for you today.
Throughout this series, we look at animals people keep as pets. Could the rat be the perfect pet for you? Find out in Pet-ticulars. It's coming up next. We get to rough and tumble with over 300 baboons when we visit a rehabilitation centre in South Africa.
Maggots. Absolutely disgusting, but brilliant at eating rotten flesh. Find out how these could help you a bit later. And who do you think's the brainiest? Man's best friend the dog or a big fat pig? We put them both to the test to find out.
Throughout this series of Brilliant Creatures, we're taking a look at animals that we keep as pets. Now, if you're thinking about getting a pet and considered the options, you may have thought about getting one of these, a rat.
Or not, depending on how you look at it, because rats don't exactly have the best of reputations. But believe it or not, they make really good pets. But before you rush out and get one, or indeed if you've already got a pet rat, here's a few things that we thought you might want to know about keeping rats.
Now, don't get a lone rat because they do need company, as you can see just here. But also don't get a male and female rat unless you want to deal with a population explosion.
Do give your rats things to do. Now, they need at least an hour's playtime every day. Rats are very agile. They love climbing, and they'll even climb a rope if you let them. And they can jump. They're also really good swimmers. They absolutely love the water. So introduce your rat to water from a very early age.
Now, there are lots of ideas on the internet of how you can entertain a rat, and here's a good one for starters. If you get a new painting and decorating tray, it makes an ideal pool because it's got both deep and shallow ends. What you want to do is place it on a plastic sheet or in your bathtub and add some water and then a few frozen peas. And as you can see, look, already they're attracted. You'll see that they'll fish from the side or they may just dive straight in.
Don't just feed your rat pet mix, because it's very boring. Instead, make things a bit more interesting by giving them fresh carrot, apple, which they really like, also some low-fat meat, and even dried dog biscuits. Now, you could think about making your rat a digging tray. All you need to get is a plastic tray, just like this one, and then fill it with clean soil, add some grass seed or corn, and then just water and watch it grow. Push some tidbits into the soil and let your rat investigate.
Do give your rat a rock to clamber on. What they'll do is scratch and gnaw at it, which will keep their teeth and claws from getting too long, and it might even save you a trip to the vets. Rats are fantastic. They're intelligent and you can train them. And now you've heard the rat Pet-ticulars, is it a particular pet for you?
Well, for more information and expert advice, why don't you check out the Brilliant Creatures website? You'll find loads of links there to some great web pages where you'll find all the information you could possibly want on keeping rats.
Here in South Africa, you'll get to see lots of these. They're called baboons, and they're one of the largest monkeys in the world.
When they're fully grown, they can catch and kill a leopard.
They're massively destructive.
They actually wreck property, destroy farmers' crops, and prey on their wild stock, which they kill and eat.
They're seen as vermin, which means there are no laws to stop people killing them if they want to. And the farmers do kill them, lots of them. But sometimes they can't always bring themselves to kill the babies.
So where do the babies end up? Well, just here, at the Baboon Sanctuary, under the care of a very special lady by the name of Rita Milio.
Well, I have about 300 baboons. Our center is here for baboons in trouble. And baboons in trouble are usually little orphans where the mother gets shot. We take them in, we look after them because they are just like little children. They need mothers and nurturing, and then they stay in groups and they sort of grow up in the groups so that by the time they are ready to go out in the bush, they are a functioning baboon unit.
Rita's centre is in the middle of the bush, and 10 years ago a troop of wild baboons moved in with her.
They regard this as their home as well, which is nice for me because my baboons learn a lot from them.
We didn't know what to expect from the baboons, but they certainly didn't live up to their fears and reputation.
He's picking me nose.
And you know, they eat French.
Get ready, he's going to do a jump.
They're playing.
Here we go, get ready.
So Rita, I've noticed that a lot of the girls stay in the cages with the baboons.
They are the foster mothers. In nature, the baboons have their own mother. We have little orphans practically, so they need a mother figure also to keep the order.
Do individual baboons bond with particular people?
Yeah. Very much so. And people bond with individual baboons.
Poppy, a volunteer from London, is foster mum to a 10-day-old baby.
Well, this is my present baby.
What's his name?
His name's Mango, and he sleeps in my bed, and he does everything and comes everywhere with me. I can't put him down, or he screams.
So does he sleep well?
Yeah, he sleeps as long as I let him suck my earlobe. And the worst was there was one night when he's busy sucking my earlobe, as usual, and suddenly get, and he chucked up in my...
It all started 22 years ago with just one baboon, Bobby, who Rita found as a baby, battered and left for dead in a rubbish bin. Since then, Rita's raised hundreds of baboons and released 7 complete troops back into the wild to live free in the African bush.
When the time comes to release a troop of baboons back into the wild, Rita has found it difficult to find a suitable place because they're so unpopular. But thankfully, things are starting to change.
Yep, gradually landowners are allowing baboons back onto their land as a symbol of Africa's incredible wildlife.
I hope to save them from extinction. I hope that it won't come to the point that they become an endangered species. And there are some of the few primates that have learned to live as people. So we are able to put them back into the wild, and if people are tolerant and keep them there, they can live and they can survive and they can hopefully still be there when we are all gone.
Maggots. Totally disgusting. Now, what makes maggots so gross is that they actually live on festering, rotten flesh.
In the last century, war doctors discovered the soldiers whose wounds had gone manky and got maggots in actually did better than those with clean wounds.
And you know what I'm about to say. Doctors actually encourage the maggots to crawl into the festering wounds and eat away at the rotting flesh.
So, would you believe me if I told you that maggot therapy really is used in hospitals today? I know it's disgusting, but it is true. And to prove it, come and meet Mary Jones.
Hello.
Hi,
Hey.
Mary.
Hi.
Mary's a research nurse at the Princess of Wales Hospital in Bridgend, South Wales, where maggot therapy is used on things like ulcerations and nasty infections. Mary, it is hard to believe.
Well, the maggots that we use are not like the maggots you've had in your dish over there. We use medical maggots. They're much smaller. They're the same sort of maggot, but these are sterile, and we actually breed them in the hospital and we apply them to wounds.
But they're tiny. But I tell you what, have a look at Stephen's arm.
Always bad.
This is the kind of thing that happens when you work on Brilliant Creatures. Oh. No, it's not really. That's one that we've mocked up. But can you use that wound to show us how you do the maggot therapy?
Yes.
Right.
First thing we do is we need to make a little cage. So we take a big dressing, rather like a plaster.
Yeah.
And we stick it around the wound. And then we take our pot of maggots, put some salt water in, so that we can then wash them out onto a piece of net, because the net will allow air through, so that they can breathe.
Look, let's just...
That's a bit much, isn't it?
That's lovely.
So then what do you do?
Then we take the net over to the wound, turn it over, and the maggots will go on the wound.
Oof, and then you'd stick that down.
And then we stick it down with some very sticky tape.
Oh, it feels a bit much, this, you know.
Oh, dear.
And I'm not even hurt.
It'll be wonderful.
And how long do they stay there?
They stay on for 2 to 3 days. We stick this over the top so that you can't see what's going on.
Oh, that's good.
And then we tape it down. In 2 days, you'll have a lovely clean wound.
Will I?
It's just unbelievable, isn't it? If you still need some convincing, meet our next guest, Alice Howardin. You come, Alice.
How are you,
Have a
Alice?
seat.
Fine. Good.
Now, under the care of Hounslow Primary Care Trust, you received maggot therapy, didn't you?
Yeah. It was about 3 years ago, and I had an ingrown toenail and I had to have it removed. And an infection developed after, and it caused gangrene, and I had to have the maggots.
And were you freaked out having the maggots crawling on your toe? Was it horrible?
Yeah.
Could you feel them?
No, there wasn't many nerve ends in the toe because I had the operation. But when they washed them off, they went in between your toes.
Oh. It is disgusting, but just look at this for final proof. Here's a picture of Alice's toe before the maggot therapy, and then after it, which is all the proof you need to show how effective it is.
It is amazing, isn't it? Alice, thank you so much for coming in. You've been a star.
And thank you to you, Mary, as well, of course.
So there you have it. It is true. Maggots are still being used in hospitals. They are still eating rotten flesh, and they are still helping people to heal. They're maggots. They're repulsive, but they're very effective.
It's said that a dog is man's best friend. In this country alone, over 7 million of them are owned as pets. They're dependable, loving and very intelligent.
Hang on a second, but what about my pig? You see, by reputation, they're known as dirty, smelly and greedy. But inside that pretty head is actually a pretty amazing brain. They're very intelligent, brilliant creatures, but they're never given the opportunity to show it until today.
Because we're going to put the pig to the test against the dog. Now, dogs can be trained to obey some simple commands. Kai, sit. Good boy.
Oh, that's good, but we've all seen it before, haven't we? Watch the pig do it. You ready? Purdy, 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 sit, sit, sit. Good pig, good.
That was pretty impressive. But my dog has learned how to retrieve things. Now watch this. Oh, sorry, Kai. Ready? Ready, Kai? Ready? Wait. Fetch. Good boy, Kai. Kai, come on, good boy.
Yes, all right, but come on. Let my pig show you how it's done. You ready? Purdy. See, Purdy, Purdy. Fetch. Fetch. Go on. Go on, Purdy. Go on. That's it. Pick it up now. Go on, you can do it. Go on, Purdy.
Very good. But how will Purdy cope when she's faced with a more unusual challenge of brain power? Well, let's put it to the test, shall we?
Now, this is the sort of obstacle course that you would see at a dog show. First of all, we've got a slalom. The dog will weave in and out, straight through the tunnel, fingers crossed, like that. And the final obstacle, the hoop over the cone to drop into the bucket. How will the dog do? Let's find out. Good luck, Gail.
Thank you. I'm not sure he'll do it as well as Stephen just did it, but we'll give it a go. Come on, Kai, you ready? OK, weave, Kai, weave. Good boy, weave, weave, Kai, weave. Come on, good boy, Through the tunnel, Kai. Good boy. Hoop, Kai, hoop, bucket, hoop, bucket. Oh, we won't do the hoop, but 2 out of 3's not bad. Piggy, I throw down the gauntlet to you. Beat that. Here you go, Kai.
We'll show you. Come on, Purdy. Come on, Purdy. Weave. Good piggy. Weave. Oh, what a dream. I love you. Come on. Don't let me down. Everyone's watching. Come on. That's it. Come on. That's it. Come on. Sorry about this. Come on, Purdy. Come on. That's it. Come on, Purdy. Yes, that's it. Come on. Come, bucket, cone. Come on. That's it. Come on. Look, they're moving closer to you. Come on, Purdy, look. Cone, bucket, cone. Come on. That Purdy.
Well, I think possibly she looked at the cone, so I think we'll give that one to the pig.
Yeah, but do you know something? It might not be as fast as the dog, but it did complete the course, didn't it?
It did. But I think the dog retains its title as man's best friend. But, next time you're thinking about calling someone a stupid fat pig, think again. Well done, Kai.
That'll do, Purdy. So, come on, have you seen my dove?
No, not for ages. No.
Anyway, that's the end of today's show.
But for more information on anything you've seen, then check out the Brilliant Creatures website. The address is on your screens now.
And we'll see you soon, where you can meet more of the world's most brilliant creatures.
Bye.
Goodbye. See ya.